Hello. I feel the need to share my testimony. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people who probably experience the same thing or going through the same thing. And I don't know. Hopefully, this will reach somebody or reach the right person. And this testimony will help them and set them free too. So that's what I'm hoping this will do. This testimony is about me overcoming being an alcoholic for 5 years without doing the steps or anything like that. I'm not saying don't do the steps. I'm definitely saying if that helps, do whatever it takes to gain your sobriety and keep your sobriety, because I definitely still it's not nowhere near as it was, but there's times when things are going really, really hard for me in life, and I'm just feeling overwhelmed, and I start thinking about like, I wish I was drinking again. But I don't regret giving it up, because that life was dangerous, it was scary, and definitely would be taking me out if I continued. And that's the part that I am happy about. I just started being able to wear needing reading glasses, and my mom and different ones are like, "Why are you so happy you get to wear reading glasses?" Because there's a time in my life where I didn't think I would be here to be needing reading glasses. I thought that I would be gone, and at the time, I didn't care where I ended up. I just wanted to go. So I started drinking when I was 21. Most people might drink when they're teenagers and stuff. I really didn't. I was a church kid, and my mom was very strict. So I was like, not doing that. Even though my friends did, and I did, show up at parties that alcohol was served, I never touched it. But when I got 21, I got in my own place. I started paying bills. I had a kid. I graduated high school. I was like, ain't nobody can tell me nothing. I'm drinking. So because it was my friend's birthday, she turned 21 before I did, like a couple months after before I turned 21. So I was like 20, and I started drinking with her. And I didn't really take a catch to it until I got in my late 20s, like close to 22, 23. And life just took a toll. And I remember actually thinking of what drug of choice I wanted to choose to take me out of here. And I also didn't want to endanger my daughter, as much. So I thought alcohol was the safest drug. It felt like it could be controlled. I can, there's no clear sign that you're drinking. You can hide it a lot better than you could when you're smoking heroin or crack or whatever. So I was like, yeah. And I mean, I had it at work. In a Pepsi bottle. So it was all day, every day, waking up. That's the first thing I did. My diet consists of just Newport 100s, marijuana, coffee, and alcohol in it, in the coffee, or in my bottle of pop. And It was mostly all brown liquor and any kind. And by the time I got where God was starting to like deal with me about it, my alcohol intake was like, I would say almost 130 proof. Like it was high. And I was drinking about a gallon. And I'm like, this is. I remember one night I came home from the bar, from the club and stuff. And I was, at the time when I go out, I'll pop pills too to enhance whatever feeling I was looking for at the time, with the alcohol. So I came home and I was feeling like I'm not okay. And I really was thinking to myself, this might be it. This might be, it for me. And I was like, well, I was so tired. And I said, you know what? If this is how it ends, this is how it goes. Because I'm so tired. I didn't think about my daughter. I didn't think that was going to happen to her. I didn't think how it was going to affect her. I was just so tired of the pain. Not of life, just feeling the pain. And so, yeah, I thought I was leaving here. I laid on a bed and I just laid there and thought I would let whatever was happening, death take me over. The next thing I know, I hear a voice and I hear somebody praying in my bedroom. And I was like, I woke up, looked around, and I was like, who was that? Who's that praying in my bedroom? And I'm like, I know I ain't bring nobody home with me. So who is that? And I'm like, if I did bring somebody home, that's not what we're going to be doing. So who's praying for me? I heard the Holy Spirit so loud, so clear, say, that was me. I was praying for you. And I remember feeling shocked, feeling a little bit overwhelmed, because I was like, why would you do that for me? Why would you think about me in a way that you're willing to pray for me? I knew, being a church kid, knowing God, knowing his, like, reading his character. At the time, I didn't really know his character. I knew it in my head. I didn't know it in my heart. And I was like, I heard that you are the kind of father that loves your kids and will fight for your kids. I heard that you were the kind of God that will stand up for you when you cannot. But to actually see it and hear it was a different situation. And the fact that I knew that the Holy Spirit was praying for me, and the prayer was, I remember it, he said, if you want me to be free, and it was talking to Jesus, and he said, if you want me to be free of this, you're going to have to come and get me, because I can't. And I was like, I knew that was him, because that was in my heart. And I knew that was in my heart because I did want to serve him. I did want to do right by him. But I was so emotionally hurting, damaged. I was spiritually damaged. And when you have those two things together, especially spiritually, it makes it very hard for you to even think about trying to do something godly. So he definitely prayed for me, and then I felt him come and be with me. I felt his presence. I even tried to continue the next day. I was brushing it off like, oh, that might have been